So, Arnold recap. Yeah, where do I start? Obviously, it was a challenging training cycle with the recovering from that quad tear in January, getting back in it February. Lots of stress and just stuff to work around. Missed some pretty significant training with having to move my house and my machine shop. And yeah, so worked through that stuff and pulled it together. Felt pretty good going into the Arnold and getting into the animal cage. And it was just a whole lot of fun the entire weekend, getting to see people that I haven't seen in a long time or don't get to see very often. So fantastic time. Unfortunately, and they didn't talk about it in advance because I didn't want to sound like I was whining or coming up with excuses or, trying to, explain, maybe I'm going to lower the numbers or something like that. But man, I came down, my kids were sick, and I ended up picking it up. And oh man, it was an ass kicker. I mean, it wasn't terrible, but like, I was getting through it and just kind of ignoring it and pretending that it was not an issue. But I wasn't training that week. It was deload week, and I get into to the cage, and you've got everybody around, all the hype up, and you feel good, and you start moving the weights, and the weights were moving really good. So that is definitely one positive. We'll get into that in a second. But man, about as soon as we started getting some weight in there, it just started fatiguing the hell out of me. Like I was barely just have to wait till I'm like, okay, I can start moving again. I'm gonna go ahead and get that squat in, get to the next one. And but the strength was there, and we could see it in the numbers. The squat, I haven't run the numbers yet on the speed projections of what my actual 1 rep max could have potentially been that day, because the bar was actually moving so fast. We had a chart in advance of like where we would be at, and saved on Brandon's phone. And we actually didn't even go down far enough to even capture, because even on my last warm-up, I was above as far as the speed parameters. So I mean, everything felt really good from a strength standpoint that day. But going into that lift, I mean, it's, the plan was to go 900 on the squat, 600 for a double on the row, just because I thought a double would look better, and then 900 on the deadlift. But with the fatigue buildup, and my team could see it too, we talked a little bit, we looked at the numbers, knew I was way better than 900 on a squat that day. Numbers were showing that I was pretty solid for pulling a 900 pull, but we were worried about that, me being too fatigued. And so we pulled 15 pounds off of the deadlift and put it onto the squat, knowing that it'll be strongest going in there. But I'll tell you, just even in the warm-up, like wrapping my knees for that final squat. I don't know, I haven't watched any of the videos yet, but so I'm not sure if it's in there where they watch me show me wrapping my knees, but I had to keep pausing during my knee wrapping. I wrapped my own knees because I was just getting too fatigued there, and I was worried about being worn out before I even went up to the squat. And but luckily the whiskey saved me. So I think that's what actually got me through that. Ended up finishing it in 4 minutes and 55 seconds. So did 9:15, and then hit the 600 for a double, felt really solid. And the 885 pull felt really good, and that's where the regrets come in. Like, I pulled it, and Brandon was over there like giving me the signal to rep it, and I didn't see it. And I didn't even think about it because I'd actually talked about in advance about if I felt good to repping out that final deadlift, and I just completely forgot it in like dealing with the day. So that's my regret. Like I think that really would have made a statement at the end if I'd taken that 885 and hitting a few reps with it. But anyway, I got a good bar slam. That was good. Extra gains there if you don't know. Top secret. Hopefully it's far enough in the video. Most people don't hear it, so I don't share that secret with everyone. But it's that negative acceleration. Oh yeah, mad gains. So anyway, all in all, fantastic weekend. I can't thank my team enough. Like, I'm sitting out there prepping for it. We're reviewing the numbers. They're helping me. We had to throw the bench on its side to set up the wrap roller. Just a bunch of different stuff. And there wasn't enough plates in the animal cage for me to even do the lift. So they had everything, you know, calculated out, knew exactly what to move and pull in advance to be able to get things going. And you know, there's just no way to do that without a team. And particularly, like, as we're talking through, like, having to deal with other issues or things that pop up, like having people that you know and trust, and you can actually sit there and talk and kind of strategize about how we're going to approach this. And you know, that's a lot when you're in the moment and everything's got to, you know, be on you or in your head. And so I can't think of enough. Big thanks to everybody that came out to watch the event. I know that there was a lot of people that actually showed up at the show just to do so. I hope you were able to get close enough to see it, because there was quite a crowd. I really want to thank everybody that made the time to stop me or the team, you know, over the weekend. And you know, we love talking with people and hearing, you know, about, you know, everybody's successes that they have with putting our methodology, our tools in place, and those stories. You know, hearing those in person really keeps us motivated to keep doing what we're doing here at Kabuki Strength. And you know, that was just absolutely fantastic to be, you know, like all weekend long. We kept hearing those messages and stories from people. So really want to thank everybody that took the time out to stop us and do that. In the future, you know, if you see the events like that, you see us walking around, you know, sometimes I'd walk by and, you know, people, you could, you know, hear them saying, you know, oh, that's Chris Duffin, or that da-da-da, and they never came over. So don't be afraid, don't be shy. We're not, we're very approachable. So that's it in a nutshell. It was a long weekend, lots of fun. Again, got to see a lot of great people. We got back late last night, and gonna get back at it. Starting to get over this cold, although my nose is still kind of running a bunch right now. Thought I was feeling good, and I went to go out to lunch today, and just walking around was starting to wear me out again. So I think I was planning on getting back into the gym today, but I think I'm gonna give it another day or two, make sure I got this completely cleared out. I ended up doing this at a lot less body weight than I expected to. It's about 20 pounds lighter than I originally hoped to going into to this event. Just with the squat, you know, the extra weight helps. February, my weight dropped down, and then I was able to work it back up before the Arnold. But between this being sick this last week, I got on the scale yesterday and realized I was actually down 10 pounds again from where I'd been walking around or had been able to get worked up to, which was still 10 pounds lighter than where I wanted to be at. So, but you know, that's good. Gave me a big boost of confidence in going for that 1,000-pound squat. Right now I'm training for a lot of different things. So between the rowing, I've been doing benching, although I backed off of that because of some of the elbow issues that I've got, which is why I did the row. And then deadlifting heavy and squatting heavy in the same workouts has just been pretty brutal. To be moving, you know, upper 800, 900 pounds in the same workout is really taking a toll. And you know, to see with a little bit of recovery, you know, where my squat potential was just, I mean, how fast, even 830 pounds, I watched the video of it. I hope some of the warm-ups show up on some of the videos that go out. Just how explosively fast that moved really gave me, you know, I felt really solid into the 900s for what I was capable of that day. Obviously, you don't want to push it 100% because you got a whole lot of lifts after that to compete in that 5-minute time frame. So you want to time it with some left in the tank. But I really feel that a couple focusing on squat only for a while, it wouldn't be one training cycle, but I think I'm a lot closer than I thought I was, particularly at the body weight that I'm at right now. So basically I was in the upper 250s, maybe around like 260 going into this. So, all right, sorry for the long-winded video. Check out the other videos as they show up on my YouTube and Instagram. I actually haven't had a chance to watch them myself. It's been pretty hectic, so.